Hello, and welcome back to our current place, Crusader Kings III. Now, when last we left off, we had gone to the aid of our Welsh allies here. However, we were not able to link up with them in time to really make a difference on the battle. They had already mostly been defeated by the time we had even showed up, and our scattered forces couldn't actually couldn't join up enough, and even if we did, we would not have won. We did join our ally in the war simply because it's going to get us prestige, and we need prestige, because we are sitting in the negatives, and that's not a place we want to be. So our army was defeated, so we are sitting at home, waiting for it to waiting for the ranks to refill. We are missing a champion, so we're going to have to get another one of those. Let's go ahead and just let time go. I'm kind of okay with just sitting out the rest of the war, as our military was it was stack wiped. We lost everyone. After a tense siege, Chieftain Premier has succeeded in penetrating the fortified settlement of one of the heirs, and sent soldiers to pillaging everything of value. In short, they've stripped everything, they've stripped half of Greater Ormond of its wealth. I will avenge this slight. So we're going to have a rivalry with him. I'm paying attention to how these fights and everything are going here. See, he's still got 6,000 men. That's right, please leave my lands now. At least because of our traits and because we own this, we're not going to lose, we're not going to lose control. So it's not going to lower, it's not going to lower our taxes beyond what we've got going on because of, above domain limit. A stranger is brought before me. He has been waiting outside the castle gates for a week, my liege. My guard informs me. Man bows deeply. My name is Ingolfir, your highness. I've traveled far and wide and seen many things. My family and I are weary of the road. If you allow us to stay, I'll be happy to share my knowledge of the world with you and be your loyal servant. Let's see. Oh, we can get him converted, which is good. Yes, because we're a zealot. Embrace God, and this will be your home. So we have a hook on him as well, which is good. Okay, Kolib has died, so we need a new steward. Ah, Ingolfir, you seem to be the man for the job, although you might be doing a little bit better as our marshal. But if we put you on our marshal, we're not going to have anyone really good for, we're not going to have anyone good for our steward position. Okay, we have low cannon control on Berfine. That's going to fix itself over time. A powerful vassal, Natfrek. No, you still are not getting a council position. I can create the King of Ireland, but I can't, and I have few champions. Yes, I know all of this stuff. I am going to keep an eye on this war, because my troops are regenerating pretty good. Still 6,000 men. I'm hoping that if these guys just keep crashing themselves into the stack, that'll get the stack low enough that I can actually attack them. While his numerous attempts to curry my favor have not gone unnoticed, I cannot feel but irritated by High Chieftain Diarmid's sudden interest in me. If anything's obsessive desire to impress me, his blundering displays of fabricated affection only made me dislike him more. Oh, he wants... He can see what's coming. Like, as soon as my military strength is back up, and this war ends, and, I think we have a non-aggression pact with him. We do. He's trying to curry favor with me, so I don't take his lands. Actually, I have a plan. We're going to gain 8 stress, and we're going to try to make him our friend, because what I might be able to do is request vassalage against him. Because I am going to declare the, to help me with my prestige problem, I am going to spend the money and I am going to declare King of Ireland. That is a thing I'm going to do. And, and at that point, these chieftains, I can demand them to be vassals, rather than... Let's make him our friend, at least in the short term. Mayor Natfrick has shown me the ins and outs of vicious charges and fierce attacks, my final test of mock battle against him to show what I have learned. 60% chance of victory. Yeah, let's prepare the rigs. Ah, excellent. He comes riding up to me. Impressive, he shouts. The enemy levies stand in awe at the efficiency of my other troops. There can be little doubt I have understood what it means to be an aggressive attacker. So that's going to cause extra enemy casualties whenever I am in command. So that's good. Even though it would help me out quite a bit to get the control up more in Brafine, it's going up just based on the fact that I have a right hand, I've served the crown and authority focus, so that's a +7 right there. Whereas this is giving this one a +1.6, which is quite a bit. So we're trying to get him more powerful. You know, because he's our friend, he's our ally. He has a sibling in jail. You have been imprisoned by Ivar the Boneless. Unfortunately, I can't offer to pay to get them out of there. Why are you making Natfrick not like me? Come on, you're supposed to be making my vassals like me. And this war is going on for forever because they refuse to, like, these guys keep coming back. And, and they leave the siege for a fight that just one of these armies could win by itself. At least nobody's, like, raiding my lands. He doesn't see me as his rightful liege because I don't have the, the duchy title. But, if I become king, then they will see me as their rightful liege. Wait. Okay. Alliance expired. He died. How did he die? He drank himself to death. So... this was the King of Gwynedd. And then he's become a ruler, and wow, because I have 2 marriages going on between my daughter, yeah, no, it's just one. It's between my daughter and him. So, oh, and my son-in-law hates me. So the guy I had originally, so I get to keep this. No. Alright, so I lost my alliance with the whole of Gwynedd, because he's no longer king. Because I had wed my daughter to someone lower in his house. And after the king died, there was... and after the king died, there's now... Powys. So that's how my, yeah. So that's how my... yeah, how my alliance fell apart. But because the person my daughter's married to became a leader, I maintained that, alliance. Yeah, you still have 1,000 of your special soldiers. Remember the day when my son Antonius was born, my sensible son. Memories like these bring me comfort. No matter what happens, I know that my family is there for me and that House Arcur stands strong. Honor and fidelity. Let's spend the money. Let's try to become friends with our sons. New martial perk. I like new martial perk. That's raid speed. Would really love to get strategist. Crosses rivers and straits without the penalties. That would be so awesome. I don't have any. We'll go down here. What's our fascination going like? 36 years. How is development going? Oh, the fact that our town capitals and the wetlands kind of really sucks. Maybe I should move my capital. Let's go to terrain. Moving into plains would be a pretty good choice. Because these are all wetlands. These are hills. That's forest. Okay. So we're defeated, but we got 150 based on the war. Our Principality of Powys was destroyed. So I wonder what happened to our daughter. I still need like 30 gold for that. Port Liège is that's a place I could move. I can move to. You know what? I'm thinking I'm gonna move my realm capital to Port Liège. Move. And then I'm going to talk to my council and get you to improve here. So now, when I look at this here, I'm not taking that 25%, so we're going to gain quite a bit. You are raiding in my lands, good sir. They haven't stopped to raid. Looks like they're just... Oh, they're raiding in my lands. We are not having that. Good. That helps. That got us some more fame, which is good. That got us to illustrious. So if we go to my realm, or my decisions, how do I get higher tribal authority right now? What am I missing? 54. Yeah. 267. We'll get there. Don't be raiding in my lands. I mean, if I'm going to be spending this right now, I'm going to gain more by continuing to fight the raiders. I think, yep, we can pass this now. So direct vassal opinion is going to be hit by this. But I need to eventually get this up here. And we can only change it every 10 years. And we're going to continue fighting him for even more prestige. Alright. They finally disbanded. Alright, so he finally won against Alba for Inverness. This is not looking good for us. I think we can afford to create the Kingdom of Ireland now. Designated a guardian for... Alright, let's stop all this. Ransom. Yes, I will accept that. I'll pay for my son. This way I don't have to worry about, you know, Ireland right now. Okay. Let's look at possible conquests here. He's too powerful. He has almost 4,000 men. This guy's really weak. He's allied with him, but he's under Jorvik. my next step is actually going to be to take Leinster. There's a river here, so I probably want to raise up here, cross up here, and go down. That makes sense to me. So he's not going to take vassalage from us right now. Clash of culture and faith. A missive from Pope Sylvester has arrived. It starts off with pleasantries. Highlights the importance I hold in the eyes of the Irish people. The practice of polygamy is in strict opposition to Catholic doctrine, and as soon as the eyes of God, I wish only for your salvation. Please lead your people into light and shed yourselves as spouses, the missive reads. And indeed, which do I value more, the customs of my people or the doctrines of our faith? You know what? I'm going to uphold the Catholic doctrine because the Catholics are powerful allies to have. Okay. Widely known for my dedication to my faith. That victory. And they're gonna knock themselves into us until we reach the maximum 50% war score for battles fought. We're gonna decisively win these fights. So let's stack wipe his whole army. So if we look here, our progress towards development growth is going pretty good. Okay, I can call on our ally. Okay, so let's designate a, what is she like? She has good stewardship and good learning. I'm gonna pass that off to her mother. Siege 1, we won this fight. Force demands. Gain some more titles can be created. So I can create the duchy, which is going to give me a lot more prestige, which I need. It's going to cost me a lot of gold. I don't want Natfrek to be a duke. That's going to be the thing. Alright, I do have champions. He has Oriel. Ingolfir. You're insular and you are Norse. I think I'm gonna land him. I'm gonna grant you the barony of Leinster. Earldom of Leinster. I'm going to grant that title. He's going to become my vassal. He's going to join my court. Alright, and I'm going to lose him as a vassal once I create this, this duchy. create that title. Okay, so now I'm going to have more than two duchy titles, and your vassals really do not want they do not like you. The game penalizes you for having more than one duchy title. So like, and it penalizes you pretty bad. So we'll wait till the game tells us that we have too many duchy titles. Above our domain limit. Yeah, we're one holding above the limit. I'm not going to give away this duchy title if I don't have to. They're being rated pretty bad up there. I kinda don't want that to spill over into my lands. But I can't win that fight. So let's disband our army. Okay. So he now has complete control, so he's gonna have the most men he can possibly have, which is very good. So let's go here. Council. Let's increase control in Breathy. Alright, daughter learns language. The Dark Cave. One of the children at court, Stephania, has taken the scop roll of a younger girl and thrown it into a nearby cave. My son was named Sawhammond. He ran into the cave and didn't come out for almost half an hour. When he did, he retrieved the toy, much to the annoyance. Very brave, albeit somewhat foolish. Antonius keeps the trait brave. Yes. Okay, good. He likes me now. I like that. Thank you for making Ingolfor like me more. Our steward likes me a whole lot. So does our marshal. I'd say things are going well, but they're really not, because I'm aware of what's going on over here. Because, this here, this kingdom, basically, like, they're very powerful. You know, they're Norse, they're very powerful. They're Norse. They're losing power, but they simply because most of their special soldiers are gone. But look at how many special troops, like how many professional troops they have, and those are worth a whole lot more than any levies. And they have, you know, their allies' combined military strength is another several thousand men. And then we've got these guys here. And there's not a whole lot I can do about their about these, because my scheme power, like, if I went to murder him, that actually, no, that's pretty good. Murder Ivar the Boneless. He has 1, 2, 3, 4 sons. I could really split his realm. Can I get anybody that I can invite to this plot? That's 17. 17 plus 57. We have a good chance of this going on. If we could make this guy really weak and start to fracture start to fracture the Norse grip by killing leaders, getting the realm split between their sons. We could play the same game that they are. Let's take a look at my vassals, actually. So, like, am I getting a... Okay, let's see. Over domain limit, wants seat on the council. He'd like us a lot more if I gave him a seat on the council. The problem is that he'd be bad at it. He likes us. He likes us despite high tribal authority. So does he. So basically we have one vassal that doesn't like us. But he is soon to not be our vassal. And he's not forming a faction against us, which is good. Okay, so increased control there is done. So our number of soldiers there is going to go up. I feel like we can afford more military. So let's take a look at what your... So you have Vigman. Vigman are archers. And Bondi. Who are spearmen. So they counter archers. So maybe what I need is armored footmen. Yeah, they count. So they have quite a few. Yeah, and then they have their own light. Okay, so I think what I need, I think I do need armored footmen. I think this is what my military needs. And even while raising them, we're still gonna have. I want to get these guys up to probably 300. The unraised maintenance is gonna go up by 1. I can do that. And that's going to help. So this is just part of my plan here. Is I need to counter their types with mine. The only thing it doesn't look like I need is cavalry, but those would be really expensive. Okay, and I forgot again that he's done here, so let's get control up in Leinster to help Ingolfer out. It looks like I'm not taking any. Now, if I make somebody a duke, then that automatically makes them a powerful vassal. New lifestyle. So, envelopment's really good. Sappers would be really good. Let's take a look at our sons. So he's finally 10. I've got him betrothed. He's the one who's my daughter taken prisoner. I can't disinherit or denounce. I can't get her out of trouble. Alright. she's gained the trait Architect. Are you really doing this, my friend? We can do this. One v one, I can beat you. Oh, we are just... Unexpected visit. I've arrived at my darling Tibor's chambers, unseen and unheard, with longing in my heart. In my loins, I slightly push the door open. She's seated by her desk, writing furiously. As I clear my throat, she jumps out of her skin. She quickly stuffs a roll of parchment into her pocket and turns toward me with an easy look on her face. You know what? She likes me. She's, however, kept, oh, she's infirm. She's not going to be long for this world. However, I don't really have a reason to distrust her. I don't need her to get, I will return later to search in secret. As I rummage through tidings, she sleeps like a babe. The sedative I put in her spice wine did the trick. Within minutes, I found the piece of parchment. It's a list of food, drinks, and many familiar names, including that of my favorite troubadour. Oh, she was gonna lose a feast. Oh, act like I have no idea what is this. You, our champion, was strangled with his own intestines. Mischievous smile playing on her lips. I know I've acted strangely as of late, for that I apologize, but I had good reason. She gestures for me to follow, it leads me to a great hall, and she pushes the door open. Someone starts playing a jolly tune. Oh my, the decorations, the smell, and everyone is here. It is a feast in your honor. Let me get you a cup of spiced wine. Oh, excellent. Finally, she's helping out. At first I thought the simple footman a fool for stepping into the training field. However, the battle proved more hard fought than I expected, and gradually it became clear that he would be unable to stop his wild and vicious strikes from hurting me. Disarming him suddenly became a matter of life and death. I tried to show my relief when his sword finally hit the ground. A man named Coleman Barry. This peasant and my soldiers will get a lecture on honor. Okay, I recovered that raid loot. That's right. Get out of Ireland. Ireland is my land. Oh. At least we'll be supplied here. Let's disband all. I've gained a favor hook on Regan. Resolve a debt. My vassal, or Mayor Natrix, has been hovering around my council meetings lately. Knowing his interest in matters of leadership, I cannot but feel that this man is waiting for me to impress him. I could probably engage him in conversation. On the other hand, it might be better for him to simply see me interacting with my own men, which is something to be said, at least for pretending to know every soldier's face. I like that, but then again I could make Natfred like me, and it all gets me 50 martial experience, so let's discuss methods of communication with him. Let's make him like me a little bit more. This is almost... It's got an 87% success chance. 95% secrecy, so I could kill Ivar and probably shatter his realm One of my agents has acquired a deadly spider and arranged for a servant to hide it in Jarl Ivar's bed before dark. All they need is my go-ahead, and he'll be as good as dead the moment the spider strikes. I hope you're not afraid of spiders, Ivar. He has survived the deadly spider's bite. Although the spider attacked, the physician was quickly called and managed to stop the venom from spreading. The placement of a deadly spider in bed is hardly inconspicuous, but at least no one knows I was behind it. Well, if at first you don't succeed, I'm gonna keep trying. Let's go to my council. Are you set to support my schemes? Because if I could break his realm and get Dublin back, at least get Dublin, that'd be a really good spot for a capital. I'm leading a patrol. We spot a group of figures emerging from the darkness at night. Hooded cloaks obscure their faces. By one's ungainly gait, I recognize Arthwis, my champion. My lord, whispers one of my men, they're deserting. What should we do? Apprehend them immediately. I will not have a knight. I will not have a knight desert. After a short scuffle, the deserting soldiers are apprehended. Every soldier present, both loyal and not, know that punishment of this kind of betrayal can be harsh. The air is thick with anticipation and fear. My lord, Arthwis, meets my gaze with tired eyes. They're only children. They just want to go home. Ooh. But I get a perk. I still get a perk. I still get a perk. I can gain dread, I can gain overworked, and I can gain stress. And this would also kill Arthwis, and he's pretty good. I'm gonna go with you will be scrubbing the latrines for months. Like all Astruans, Ivar of the Sudjar shares more with Odin, and by extension Diri, than he shares with most mortals. If I could only get Hafgadi to relay some of Jarl Ivar's fears and plans to me. That's a diplomacy challenge. Learning challenge. I can gain... Let's see if we can get Pious Con. Let's see if we can get this scheme power. We kind of need it. Nice. He helps me out. After a few months in the filth, the deserters fall back in line the first chance they get. Observing the reactions of both the punished and deserters as well as of the other soldiers, scared to face a similar punishment, I've come to understand the troops better. Finally, the whole ordeal is over, and I get a martial perk unlock. Okay. So that's going to be living off the land. So our next one could be sappers, which is going to be nice. We have 8 of 6 because he died and we inherited his lands. So we need to... This was Natfrik's lands. Let's see if I have somebody worthy. Man, I am bleeding champions. So let's see. I don't want to give it to my son. We're gone. I have something for you. We're going to grant you a title. You are going to get the title of Ossory. The Earldom of Ossory. And I should probably find a spouse for you. Perhaps one of my daughters. Wait a minute, I could... marry him to him. Oh. Arrange a marriage between him, Chieftain Regan. Oh, I can't actually. What's he bringing to the table here? 500 troops? He might bring me into a war against this guy, though. I do have 2 other daughters. She's 8. Ulster. Not yet. Alright, our prestige change is going to change. That's good. We can form the Kingdom of Ireland. Oh, she needs a guardian. I think I'll go ahead and do that. So let's take a look through my children here. So she's an adult. He's an adult. How good is he? Oh, he's one-eyed. 17 learning. He's going to be great for my realm. He's not yet an adult, but I have married him, or he's betrothed away. She's in prison. Yeah, he's over here ensuring this belongs to me. So that's my son Antonius. So we have Stefania and Anna. We're going to continue going for a stewardship focus with her. So as you guys can probably see, like, mixing martial in with a little bit with a lot of, scheming here. So we have a really high success chance of getting Ivar killed, which is going to be really good. That'll start fracturing his realm. That's what we need to do first. Rather than try to get rid of all of his, his alliances, rather than try to break their alliances, instead, because they have a lot of sons, it's better to break this, because that'll cause the sons all to inherit differently. And Spy Masters come to great news. What we do not know, someone's planning to kill my bishop. Let's stop the villain behind this. But that's going to weaken the realm as a whole, and it'll take a bit for, say, because he owns all of these earldoms by himself, these are probably going to get split all these titles are going to get split between his sons, and that's going to make them all weak. And then, they're probably going to create their own, with their own children and that sort of thing. Oh, he has no children. So what that'll start doing is, you can see how split their realm kind of is right now. We need to split this power base. And it's going to split the realm up. It'll weaken everybody. And then we can deal with the individual alliances or with individual states here. First we have to get this one, just so we can have the entirety of Ireland. I am pushing off creating the Kingdom of Ireland, because even though that'll help us with our prestige, it's going to invite other issues. I want Ivar dead first. I want Ivar dead first, probably followed by this guy. This guy here is also quite powerful with 3 sons. In fact, we'll probably kill him next. Y'all Hasteen. But you know what? I think I will go ahead and create the kingdom. Alright. As High King, you have new duties and responsibilities. You will now be expected to regularly hold court, solving the disputes of the realm, and letting your courtiers take part in daily routines. Chieftain Regain of Ossory is looking sternly at me in a direct, almost lecturing way. Perhaps there is also some surprise in his eyes. He starts to unfold a beautiful banner bearing the emblem of the House Arcturus. One of the ways in which the world will now judge your rule is by how you adorn and care for your royal court. I've taken the liberty to have this made as a gift to mark the beginning of your royal tenure. Let them see their High King. So this is the royal court. You get access to this when you become a king or higher. So you can do several things. Now we can decorate our court with artifacts, which we have 2 Excaliburs. We're going to put our dynasty banner up there, and our house banner over here. So that's one of the things we can do. So we have our throne room, so we can see usually in here are going to be our knights. Our wife will usually take this as well. Any courtiers and guests we have will be in here, so it's a little bit more. So it is a little bit more, I should say, like immersive. So we also have court grandeur, so we can spend money, some of our income, in able to make our court, to give our court bonuses. So we give bonuses to grandeur and that sort of thing. So if we go with passion here, this is going to raise our number of prestige. Our courtiers and guests are going to get prestige, and we are going to get court grandeur, and that's for half a gold a month. So I'll go ahead and do that. The food here affects courtiers and guest stress loss, as well as our grandeur. That's not as great. Servants, guest recruitment cost goes down, personal scheme power goes up, hostile scheme resistance goes up, and court grandeur goes up. However, courtiers and guests, their scheme power goes up, and their hostile scheme resistance goes up. Lodgings, guests can stay longer, guests can accept to join schemes in your court as an agent. I like this. Complete inspiration quality has a small chance of improvement. We're making quite a bit of gold, so let's raise that so that our grandeur level here, our grandeur level is like 3.5, but it's going to steadily drop. But it's going to steadily drop until it hits this line here. And at different places, at different grandeur levels, it's going to have different effects. Grandeur level 1 gets us more knight effectiveness. Level 2, we can bestow royal favor, counselor task. Level 3, manage royal guards. Army loot capacity goes up, raid speed goes up. So, and we can't see what these are until we get them. We are the ranked 27th most grand court in the world currently. So, the last thing we can do in our royal court is we can hold court. We need to do this as often as possible, otherwise our vassals are going to like us less. So let's go ahead and hold court. This is going to cost us prestige to do, but we can gain prestige. In order to be a successful ruler, I must actually rule on the various dilemmas and situations which arise within my sphere of influence. By officially inviting all my subjects to travel to my castle and petition me for aid, I will be able to stay informed, sway the balance of power, and visibly show the world that I am in charge. The effects: this will increase my court grandeur. You can invite your guests and subjects to petition you for assistance. We can learn of exclusive opportunities. We can influence situations in foreign realms. We can gain additional court grandeur. We can gain or lose opinion, prestige, and more. We have to hold court every 5 years. Sitting on my throne, I gesture for my guards to open the doors of the hall. A stream of people file in, some lining up in front of my throne while others move out of the way so they can simply observe the proceedings. After several moments, all movement in the chamber has ceased. All faces turn towards mine expectantly. In front of me, I count 3 petitioners lined up in an orderly row, waiting for me to call upon them. Gesture the first in line to approach. Marshal Chieftain Dweebne is hanging us, hounding us. We could keep order, my lord. Please, we can organize ourselves without all the death. A peasant woman from the Earldom of Leinster, an area plagued by unrest, assures me that control can be restored without undue bloodshed. Tell Chieftain to lay off the news for a bit. He loses 20 opinion, and the control level there goes up by 20. You're right, what we need is excessive bloodshed. That's not what we're gonna go with. Let's go ahead and try it, just to get that control level up. The next petitioner is an extremely angry chieftain, Ingolfer of Leinster, with the briefest of deference shown. He relays that some of my knights, led by Regan of Ossory, have passed through the Earldom of Leinster recently. They have looted, pillaged, and despoiled the villages and farms in Leinster. It is an absolute travesty, my High King. I will not stand for it. What should we do? Let's see. Defended. That's knight effectiveness. Ingolfer loses 20 opinion of us, but he likes us. Regan of Ossory will like us. And every knight gains continue. However, Leinster has its control changed by 30 and gains pillage and burn. No. Control changes by 30 no matter what I choose. I don't have the money for compensation or the return of plunder. Well, no, he pays. Yeah. Return the plunder. The woman who approaches my throne is clearly a commoner. My lord, she begins her speech, I represent the local community of Pont-l'Arche. Over the last few months, our cemeteries have been plagued with the disappearance of bodies. All have been dug up and left no trace. At first we feared wild animals or obscure powers at work, but then your own court physician, High Queen Tiburg, was caught red-handed hauling the dead away for her experiments. Please put a stop to this blasphemy. I got my wife arrested. Oh, she might gain renowned. Ooh. Renowned physician. I'm just gonna ask her to cut it off. As the last petitioner departs, various courtiers follow them out of the room, having business to attend elsewhere. Others remain, talking amongst themselves about the recent proceedings. Soon the ceremonial formality of the proceedings is dropped away entirely, with the hum and bustle of normal courtly life taking its place. Business is done. So we kind of need to do this every couple of years. We're going to start getting artifacts and that sort of thing. And now, because I'm a king, I'm now not one above my holdings. However, I do have too many duchies. So this is what I was talking about earlier, about how I have too many duchies. I'm going to need to give one away. I am going to give Leinster to Ingolfer. So even though we kind of we disagreed with this guy here, see, the thing is, he's a really good knight, but I think we're about to lose him because I'm going to give him the duchy title, which means this county will no longer be under my direct control. Or it's not under my direct control right now, but he's my vassal. He'll stop being my vassal, and he'll be his vassal. So there will be layers of vassals, which is how this whole system works. So it's time to you to grant a title. I am going to grant to you the High Chieftain of Leinster. So he's going to gain 60 opinion of me. He's going to remain my vassal, but Regan is going to be transferred to him. So is he on my council? He is my chancellor. Well, sadly, this is what's going to have to happen, because accused of crimes against fashion. Wow. But we're going to go ahead and grant him this. Now, because he does not... This is going to be interesting here. I have an empty council position that I have to fill. And champion. Alright, so he is going to go on my council because... Nope, I need high diplomacy. Yeah, he has high diplomacy. So my son is here on my council. We can now do bestow royal favor with him, which gains prestige and gives that vassal prestige. So possible side effects: increase vassal opinion and internal war, lord vassal opinion. So let's see how our vassals feel about us. So we actually technically have two. We have him and we have him, and he likes us just fine, so we don't need to do any of that stuff. Instead, we're going to have him manage domestic affairs. We're going to have him do that for the increased prestige, because we're going to be spending prestige on our military here. And somehow, also, we got another thing of light footmen because we're king. So we got another men-at-arms regiment for free. I would like to increase you. What is this going to cost me? It's going to cost 180. And we'll go negative for a little bit, but it'll raise back up. So that's going to start making us really, really powerful. But we still aren't powerful enough to resist what's coming. I hope we can take out Ivar the Boneless. Punish troublemakers. Let's see. Your helping with control and line steering. Alright. So that'll help make him more powerful, which will help make me more powerful. Anyways, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you for watching. This is Arcturus, signing off.